родной.
Так, маленький. Заебись, заебись. О! Прям рядом, короче. О! Ебать, прям туда.
Красава, красава. Хорошо попал, хорошо попал. Повтори, повтори.
Готовность номер 1. Азимут 273. Поезд. Иду больше цели. Да, принял. Молодцы.
Report by Press Center Chief of Vostok Group of Forces. Units of the Vostok Group of Forces continue to perform tasks in South Donetsk direction. The group's motorized rifle units supported by artillery repelled one attack launched by units of the AFU 128th Territorial Defense Brigade near Pridnoy. The enemy suffered losses and withdrew. The group's artillery and heavy flamethrower systems delivered strikes at strongholds and manpower concentration areas of the AFU 79th Air Assault Brigade near Novomikhailivka, as well as thwarted enemy attempts to strengthen forward positions near Ugoldar and Staromayorskoye. The AFU losses amounted to 1 Grad MLRS on a pickup chassis, 2 armored fighting vehicles, 1 fixed-wing unmanned aerial vehicle, and up to 80 Ukrainian troops. In Donetsk direction, units of the Yug Group of Forces supported by artillery and heavy flamethrower systems repelled 3 attacks launched by assault detachments of the AFU 24th Mechanized Brigade and 80th Air Assault Brigade near Shumy, Kirovo, and Georgievka. Strikes were delivered at manpower and hardware of the AFU 22nd. 28th, 42nd Mechanized Brigades, and 17th Tank Brigade near Krasnoy, Andreevka, Kleshchevka, and Kurdymovka. The AFU losses amounted to up to 330 Ukrainian troops, 1 tank, 2 infantry fighting vehicles, 4 pickup trucks, 1 electronic warfare station, and 1 122mm G-Vostoka self-propelled artillery system. Air defense and electronic warfare units shot down Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles near Vodyanoy, Bilogorovka, Mariinka, Yampilovka, Spornoy, and Pesky. Russian Defense Ministry report on the progress of the special military operation. In Kupiansk direction, units of the Zapad group of forces liberated Tabayevka. 3 attacks launched by assault detachments of the AFU 30th and 32nd Mechanized Brigades were repelled near Sinkovka. The AFU losses amounted to up to 30 Ukrainian troops, 2 armored fighting vehicles, 3 pickup trucks, and 1 M-Stabi howitzer. In Krasny Liman direction, units of the Center group of forces improved the tactical situation along the front lines and supported by artillery inflicted losses on assault detachments of the AFU 63rd Mechanized Brigade near Yampilovka and Chervenaya Dubrova. The AFU losses amounted to up to 280 Ukrainian troops, 1 tank, and 3 motor vehicles. In Donetsk direction, units of the Yug group of forces repelled 6 attacks launched by assault detachments of the AFU 22nd Mechanized Brigade near Bilogorovka and Peresnoy. The group's artillery inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of the AFU 81st Airmobile Brigade and 10th Air Assault Brigade near Kleshchevka and Krasnoy. The AFU losses amounted to up to 210 Ukrainian troops, 2 pickup trucks, 2 D-30 howitzers, and 1 Rapira anti-tank gun. In South Donetsk direction, units of the Vostok group of forces repelled 1 attack launched by units of the AFU 127th Territorial Defense Brigade near Priadnoy. The AFU losses amounted to up to 90 Ukrainian troops and 2 motor vehicles. In Zaporozhye direction, units of the Russian group of forces supported by aviation and artillery inflicted losses on manpower and hardware of the AFU 33rd, 65th Mechanized Brigades, and 112th Territorial Defense Brigade near Rabatino and Yukovka. The AFU losses amounted to up to 30 Ukrainian troops killed and wounded, 3 pickup trucks, and 1 D-30 howitzer. In Kherson direction, strikes were delivered at units of the AFU 38th Marines Brigade near Myzakovka. The AFU losses amounted to up to 40 Ukrainian troops and 4 motor vehicles. Operational tactical aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, and missile troops and artillery of the Russian groups of forces wiped out missile artillery and fuel depots, as well as engaged manpower and hardware in 109 areas during the day. Air defense units shot down 1 MLRS projectile over the past 24 hours. In addition, 34 Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles were intercepted near Nikovo, Solitaryovka, Bilogorovka, Marfapol, Pologi, Radensk, and Oleshki. In total, 568 airplanes and 265 helicopters, 11,345 unmanned aerial vehicles, 456 air defense missile systems, 14,817 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,211 combat vehicles equipped with MLRS, 7,892 field artillery cannons and mortars, as well as 18,007 units of special military equipment have been destroyed during the special military operation. Red MLRS crews wipe out enemy manpower near Serebryansky Forestry. According to the intelligence, up to 50 servicemen of the Ukrainian National Guard were deployed at positions. As a result of the Russian artillery group strike, the AFU losses amounted to more than 30 Ukrainian troops killed and wounded. Russian artillery crews thwarted a FU unit rotation attempt in Artyomovsk direction. In the course of air reconnaissance, Russian servicemen located areas with high concentration of FU personnel. The coordinates of Ukrainian nationalists were transferred to artillery crews of the Yug group of forces. More than 2 dozens of 122mm rockets were launched at Ukrainian positions. The AFU losses amounted to more than 30 Ukrainian troops killed and wounded.